What if I told you that every time you mindlessly spend money, you are literally signing a contract to extend your financial slavery for another few months? Okay, maybe that sounds dramatic, but listen, we all talented at something. For instance, I can burn through a paycheck in 48 hours and then brilliantly convince myself it was necessary. As if my collection of gadgets that I use once a year somehow has a therapeutic effect on my bank account. Research showed that the average person make about 35,000 decisions every single day. And imagine, a significant portion of those are related to money. Most of these decisions were made automatically based on neural connections formed by years of habits. And let's be honest, advertising that literally programs our brains to make purchases we can't afford to impress people we don't even like. Sound familiar? Today, I'll share with you a system that changed my approach to spending. These aren't just money saving tips. This is reprogramming your financial brain. Ready? Let's go. Chapter 1. Meet your financial vampire. Here's what makes this topic so fascinating. Each of us has an internal financial vampire. It is a part of our brain that sucks money from our wallet faster than we can say mortgage. Most people fight this vampire with willpower, but strategic thinkers create systems that deprive it of nourishment. Think about this for a moment. What if instead of constantly telling yourself, no, you create a system where the vampire simply doesn't get access to your financial blood? Sorry for the gothic metaphor, but honestly, my account looks like a victim of vampire attack every time a new iPhone drops. The first step is to identify your vampire. For me, it's impulsive technology purchases. What can I say? I believe that each new device will magically make me more productive. Spoiler, it doesn't. Instead, my brain literally experiences a dopamine rush from anticipating the purchase rather than from actually using this device. Your key insight here: write down all your expenses for the last month and honestly mark those that were impulsive. You'll see a pattern. That's your financial vampire. Chapter 2. Systems versus willpower. Here's what most people miss about money management. They think it's about discipline, when it's actually about systems. Your brain is literally programmed to respond to certain triggers with purchases, and no amount of willpower can withstand the billion-dollar budgets of marketers. Think of it like this. If you're an alcoholic, keeping a bottle of vodka on your nightstand and relying on willpower isn't the best strategy. Similarly, if you are an impulsive buyer, storing your credit card information in every online store is like inviting a vampire into your home and hoping he will be a vegetarian. Spoiler, he won't be. Here is a system that transforms how I think about spending: the 72-hour rule. This isn't just a wait before buying, it's a neurobiological hack. When you want to buy something, write it down and postpone the decision for 72 hours. During this time, your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for making rational decisions, take over from the limbic system, the one that shouts, "I want it now!" I created a digital wish list in my notes, and here's the unexpected result. 80% of things I add there no longer seem necessary after just 3 days, and the 20% remain. I either plan for their purchase or find a more budget-friendly alternative. Just imagine, this has saved me thousands of dollars, and I don't even feel like I'm denying myself anything. Chapter 3. The 10x Rule. This isn't just about saving, it's about transforming your thinking. When you're about to buy something, multiply the cost by 10 and ask yourself, is this thing worth 10 times more? Your brain literally reevaluates the purchase's value. Thinking about buying new headphones for $150? Imagine they cost $1,500. Still want them? What makes this method so effective is that it forces you to evaluate purchases not by their cost, but by their real value to your life. I applied this rule to my last great idea to buy an electric scooter. It will pay for itself in a year if I use it instead of Uber. I convinced myself. But when I imagined it costing $2,500 instead of $250, suddenly the idea of riding it in the winter on the icy roads stopped seeming so attractive. Who would have thought? Here is the key insight. Most people evaluate purchases relative to other purchases. Strategic thinkers evaluate purchases relative to their actual impact on their lives. Chapter 4. Automating Rationality. A friend of mine once wrote to me, "I don't have problems with money. I have problems with being able to access it at any moment." He's absolutely right. Most people rely on their willpower to not spend money. Strategic thinkers automate financial rationality. Here's what I mean. Set up automatic transfers on payday. 20% to an investment account, 10% to a separate account for major purchases, 10% for entertainment, the rest for everyday expenses. This isn't just budgeting, it's neural programming. You are literally eliminating the possibility of making bad financial decisions. Think of it as setting up a financial autopilot. Sorry, but you have insufficient funds to purchase this life-size Spider-Man collectible figure. Please return to reality. A University of Chicago study showed that people who automate their savings save on average 56% more than those who do it manually. Your brain literally adapts to the available amount of the money. If it sees 10,000 in the account, it will find a way to spend 10,000. If it sees 6,000, it adapts to living on 6,000. Stopping foolish spending isn't about limitations. It's about freedom. Freedom from worry, freedom from impulsive decisions, freedom to create the future you truly want. Here's your action for today. Create a wish list. Write down everything you want to buy, but don't buy anything for 72 hours. Trust me, this simple step can change your financial future. I've been using the system for a year, and my financial situation has improved so much that I can afford the vacation I've always dreamed of. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, smart spending isn't about giving up life's joys. It's about getting more joy from every dollar spent. See you next time.